afternoon, Derby Dragons. It's Olivia here with your Friday, April 9th afternoon announcements. Life is not easy for any of us, but what of that? We must have perseverance and above all confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something, and that this thing, at whatever cost, must be attained. This quote by Marie Curie is something we should keep in mind as the school year comes to a close. Make sure you believe in yourself and keep doing things that make you happy. If you and your family are looking for something to do this weekend, try checking out John K. King's bookstore. It is a giant bookstore in downtown Detroit with over 1 million books. It is one of the largest in the world. There are 4 levels where you can search for books, and stepping into the store is like stepping into a whole new world, like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. The employees wear red aprons, and since the books aren't plugged into an electronic system, you will have to know them by heart. Each floor even has its own manager. You most likely get lost in the wonder of books. But no worries. There are phones on each floor from which you can reach the front counter. To wrap up this segment, I'd like to suggest a song. This song is Skinny Love, originally performed by Bon Iver in 2007. This version is an amazing version. And if you've listened to it, make sure you check out Birdie's version. It won't disappoint. If you listen and enjoy it, let me know which one you prefer. That's all from me. Now on to the rest of Friday's announcements featuring Ryan, Benji, and Sawyer. Take it away, Ryan.
Thank you, Olivia. The Derby Student Government Leadership Team will be doing Cash and Coins for Gordon fundraiser April 12th through April 23rd. Jeff Gordon is the best friend of Chris Halverson. Jeff was diagnosed with ALS in November, and Derby wants to help support Jeff. The fundraiser will be run through our math classrooms. Thank you, math department, should you wish to donate to the fundraiser. You may do so in the donation box that will be in the main office starting on Monday. Any donations are appreciated. Thank you for donating and for supporting a cause close to the heart of one of our own. The Sea Hill Musical Theater Department has been working hard on a spring musical. Join us virtually on April 16th and 17th at 7 p.m. for a live streamed performance of A Killer Party, a Murder Mystery Musical. A Killer Party, a Murder Mystery musical is a 90-minute fully virtual performance. A detective recollects about her experiences solving her first case, a murder that takes place at a dinner party at a theater of people. You can find more information at COM's website or contact Ms. Zhang or Ms. Hummel. In lieu of a musical derby this year, we'll be having an outdoor spring cabaret performance. We are looking for musical theater solos, duets, or small ensembles. The event is open to all students for auditions, but it is limited to songs from musical theater performances only. If you are selected to participate over the next few weeks, you will work with coaches on your music selection for your performance. The show will take place at COM High School and will perform using an outdoor stage. Auditions will take place virtually on Thursday, April 15th for middle school. You must be able to sing at least 1 minute of the song with track accompaniment for that day. With our return in-person learning in full swing, we would like to remind students and parents of the procedures we must follow. Please avoid parking cars in front driveway loop as it causes unsafe backups and traffic hazards during the drop-off and pickup times. Please be mindful of your speed, and students are to be dropped off at the curb only. We do not want them crossing traffic in the drop-off lane. Thank you. At the end of the school day, students must either head to their adult supervised school activity or outside to be picked up, preferably by 3:20. Students who stay after school in an adult supervised activity must secure a ride home prior to the activity. All students waiting for rides must wait outside. This is a gentle reminder that students are not allowed in the building without supervision. If a student should fall ill while at school, they will report to the clinic. We will take their temperature and have them call home from the clinic. If a student will be going home, he/she will remain in the clinic until a parent arrives. When the parent arrives at Derby, they will enter the building, come through the main office doors, show ID, and return to their vehicle. We will sign the student out and send them to their car. The student must be picked up immediately per the agreement to adhere to BPS safety protocols. For student health and safety, please do not bring birthday treats/food to share. Locker decorations for birthdays are not permitted. Outside food deliveries are not permitted at any time. Our shelves will still be available on the vestibule for virtual students to drop off and pick up materials. Doors to the vestibule are open 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, not during school breaks. This area is used for the materials that need to be sent home from teachers to virtual students. It is also used for the return of materials to the school that your student might have forgotten, like library books, teacher novels, pickup, etiquette. Finally, we have small red and black box by the door in the office that is for drop-off of smaller items like checks for yearbook, club registrations, and notes for teachers. Due to COVID protocols, parent and guardians may not enter the building. This is different than in past years. Now on to the commercial break.
For many years, sleep schedules have been a huge problem for children and teenagers all over the world. Especially with the pandemic, kids believe that they don't need sleep to go to school in their own house. The part that they don't realize is that sleep is not only used for just academics and school. As students are starting to go back to in-person school, sleep schedules are very messed up. Later on, you will learn why sleep is so important for your health. Lack of sleep means lack of social, mental, physical, and emotional growth. Lack of sleep can make teens do bad things through its effect on the frontal lobe, which is a part of the brain that makes the decisions. The amount of high school students that get less sleep than the recommended 8 hours is a higher percentage than middle school students, which is 72.7%. Anxiety and depression can also play a huge role in a teenager's ability to fall asleep. Talk to your doctor about how much sleep you should be getting every night. You can also look up what is the proper amount of sleep for you. After hearing some of these facts, you may now have some ideas about your sleep schedule. Maybe it was not the greatest, but there is always room for improvement. You also may now understand how important it is to get the recommended 8 to 10 hours of sleep every day.
Baldwin Public Library has announced that any student in the Birmingham public school community will have the same opportunity to access library resources to assist with classroom learning inside and outside the school. Previously, students who attend Birmingham public schools but who do not live in the Baldwin Public Library service area needed a card from their home community library, which meant varied access to an assortment of electronic resources. To acquire a BPL card, students and their parents or guardians will need to apply for a card at Baldwin's Library website and collect their card from BPL, which is located in downtown Birmingham. Practices for derby, track, and soccer have begun, and with it comes testing procedures. Recently, Governor Whitmer and the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services stated that in order for kids ages 13 through 19 to participate in spring sports, they will need to participate in a weekly rapid antigen testing program. These tests will be administered by trained adults for all these athletes who are participating in any of the sports. Your athlete does not have to participate, but choosing not to participate means they will not be able to play their sport at Derby this spring. In order to participate, please fill out the consent form in e-news or Derby's website, or ask a coach for the information. Students, be sure to check the lost and found found near the counseling lobby. There are many items available. Any item not picked up by the end of the year will be donated to charity. Now to Sawyer.
Hello, Derby Dragons, and thank you, Benji, for those announcements. Today's National Day is National Licorice Day. Be sure to tell your parents that so you can eat some candy tonight. I hope you guys have been enjoying our announcements, and I hope you remember how hard our tech crew is working behind the scenes. And just remember, Derby Dragons, these are not professional adults. These are your friends and fellow peers doing and running this amazing show. I hope you guys have a great week, and make sure to spread happiness during this time of COVID. This is Derby News, Friday edition, signing off.